guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Corso. I know it's been a while. I had to take a little bit of a vacation after everything that had gone on with Carrie's puppies. Hold on. I don't know what that's about, what they see. So, these are the last guineas that I have, and I hope that I get to keep them. But I did let them out because I've got Tilikum out here, and so I basically had a bunch of black chickens. They're black Brahmas because I had this lavender rooster that was in with all my hens, and he was basically if a lavender breeds to a bird that doesn't have lavender, then all the chicks will be black. And so I have a bunch of black Brahmas that I was just like whatever about. So this is their pen on the end here, and this is some of them, but there's a bunch of them and they're all over the place. In fact, I think I've got quite a few over here. So I just let them out, and I was like, you know, like I said, whatever, like I'm just gonna let Tilikum learn, you know what I mean? We'll see what happens, and I'm just gonna leave them all out here and just, you know, just see what happens. And I know some people that might sound like savage or whatever, but you know, it's just the thing. He's got to learn. So anyway, he did try to play with them, but he didn't kill not a single one. And but I was definitely play, and he tries to like dominate. He tries to like move them and dominate whatever. Like, what's up, my boy? And so like, you know, he tries to be a dog with them, and I've worked with him a bit. You know, I would let him kind of mess with him a bit, and then if it got to be too much where a chicken had kind of given up, I would tell him to leave and move the chicken. But he hadn't hurt any of them. But you know, he kind of walks up on them. You see that tail straight up like that. So he likes to because I've had to watch him and figure out what he's doing. And so what he does is he dominates them. He basically tries to be the pack leader, and so he will literally, with that tail up, he'll move them around. And they've kind of learned not to run from him a whole lot. And so, because the running does trigger the prey drive, so you can see here, and he basically wants them to move out of his way because he's the man, and he's like, I'm the man, so if I'm coming, you're moving. Now I will say today's the first day that I let the guineas out, and you can tell he doesn't know what's up with them, and he doesn't necessarily like it because he's the man around here and they're causing a bunch of noise. But yeah, they are really going off. But like I said, this is the first time I've had them out since they were chicks, and I lost like almost all of them. So you can see here he is. So I'm walking over to them, and he's like, that gave him the permission. He's like, yeah, what is up with them, man? Let's figure this out. Look at him looking at me. He's like, what do you want me to do? So the thing that I like about him is, you see the yawn letting out some energy. The thing that I like about him is that unlike Great Pyrenees, he will listen to me. He looks to me for direction to kind of know what to do. Y'all need to go back over where you belong, because y'all are being loud because you went away from the other chickens. So go on. So now I'm going to watch Tilikum and make sure that he doesn't get back. Now, move, go. Move, go. Oh, he's going to lay down. He's like, I'm being good, right? It's fine. Take your butts back over there where y'all can be quiet. There we go. There's your chicken friends. See how they speed up to go to the chickens? Now, the black chickens have not gotten out. And to show you just how much I trust Tilikum, I've left the door open to their area, to these kennel things that they have. I've left the door open all night, and he does not go in there. He does not mess with them. So he's finally figured it out. It was definitely a maturity issue. Like I said, I've been leaving him out here with them, and he's allowed to approach them. Like I said, I'm not going to get on to him for that. As long as the attention that he's giving is okay and it's healthy, then I'm fine with it. And this is his area. He's the man here, and those are some new chickens that are out. So I'm not surprised that he's giving them a little bit more interest than the black ones. But anyway, pretty cool. Pretty cool situation. I'm very happy that he's finally matured into this job, because I wasn't sure that he was going to. He had a lot of prey drive, and there was a lot of people that were trying to analyze what I was doing and be very critical. But, you know, I have good instincts when it comes to dogs. I may not know how to do something, but using my good instincts, I can figure out how to do it by observing and watching and trying new things and stuff like that. And that's really what I did with him, is I watched him, and I just kind of got to know, get to know his drive. And yes, he did have prey drive, but it was prey drive that was play. And it wouldn't escalate to killing. It would only escalate to just playing too rough. And so, see, that's him just letting them know. See that tail up like that in the side eye? That's just him being a man. He's like, I'm the man, and this is and he just wants them to know that he's the man, and this is his yard. These are his chickens, and as long as they behave, they'll be fine. But anyway, I'm really happy about it. I don't plan to have a ton of chickens free ranging all the time, but it does help with costs, to keep feed costs a little bit lower, to be able to do that. And so far I have not had any predation in this area. I will say that somebody did kill the fox that was frequenting my house, whether it was on purpose or whether he was hit by a car or he died of old age. I don't, natural causes, I don't know, but I can tell you that he's not here anymore. And so I've had, there's been, lots of signs, basically, you know what I mean? I've been free ranging chickens, even on the other side of the fence. There's chickens over there, and he did not get them. There's been no predation other than my own dogs. So I'll show you guys what I did recently, which is why I haven't made, well, it's not why I haven't made a pack video in a while, but I did have to kind of figure this out recently. So I'm going to show you guys this. Hold on. Let me move this gate. Oh, I got a new egg out of my splash. Out of my splash hen. Let's see here. Okay. So, as you can see, I've got all these chickens over here free ranging. And these are all roosters for the most part. They're undesirables for me. They're all chickens that I'm just not interested in breeding. It's just a ton of roosters from my 2023 summer hatchathon, where I hatched out more eggs than a person should ever hatch out, just because I could. So this is what I've done, because basically what happened is there's an opening right there in the fence, that piece, and they've never, ever, ever gone through there. I've even tried to call them in when one of them ran over here and they wouldn't jump. Well, they did. A bunch of them did, a bunch of puppies, and I was inside cleaning up the kennel area. So they jumped through this hole here, and they got, I think, 4 or 5 chickens they killed before I realized what was going on. And so what I did is I built this area here. Now, don't mind the poop pile. I'm gonna get that. My the thing that I use is right there, and it's full of sand because I was replacing sand in coops. But yeah, that's 2 days worth of poop. Actually, a day and a half. But anyway, I have this. This here is the fenced area that I've created for them. And so whenever I let them out to go to the bathroom, this is what they get. I'm going to expand it back into the trees and back up here, like into that area. So they will end up with a much larger area. But for now, this is all I'm really was able to do. I did it the same day that they killed all the chickens because I just couldn't have them going out and doing that. And the chickens were just too much of a, there's so many of them, they're drinking so much water and they're eating so much, and it was really taking a lot out of me to take care of them. And it's just a bunch of roosters. There's like no point. So, and I'm not that, I know I should just go in there and kill them all for food, but anyway, but you know, I've already, we did our meat chickens, and I don't, you know, I don't need anything more right now. And so anyway, it is what it is. But I do love, there's nothing like your own chicken is what I'll say. And then I have a deep freezer and I just pull one out. So this is the one I did. And you can see here, I did that. This is the one I did yesterday. And looking fantastic. These guys are very happy. Sure do love that rooster. Anyway, I got to clean up over here. I've been tossing things from work from in here right here so that I knew that I would pick it up. It's the chaos of the female energy in a work environment, and I'm trying to be productive, but there's that part of me that's, and I get mad at myself, like, Rachel, why can't you put your tools up? You're always wondering where your tools are. If you just put it back where you had it, but I don't remember. Look at my new coffee mug. Jesus and coffee. Come on, are you gonna? There we go. I don't know what's up, bro. So anyway, he's doing, like I said, he's doing so good, and I figured out what I'm gonna do with these things. So basically, I've been trying to figure out how to utilize these for the chickens. And during the summertime and stuff, when the weather's good, it's fine. But when winter hits, I'm gonna have to do more. And so what I've realized is that I'm gonna build coops inside of these, and like wooden, just gonna put together some wooden coops, just very simple, box at the bottom, bars on, you know, top for them, and I think it's gonna be fine. And I've even had, like, business is actually picking up because I've had people contact me wanting to know when I'm going to be hatching new chicks, because they really want to buy some of these more unique colorations and stuff. So I'm happy about that. So now we got our trusty livestock guardian, and he's actually doing his job well. And for all the naysayers, every time somebody wrote a comment, you don't know what you're doing, blah, 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 blah. You know what? I figured it out. And that's all that matters, you know? Let me get this box. I figured it out. He's doing his job. He's a good boy. And we didn't have to lose any chickens getting there. And even though I was willing with these black chickens here, I was like, you know what? You know, whatever. I'm not gonna, they're not very popular, like the black coloration. And so there's just no reason. Like these birds are not cheap. And I really don't skimp. I buy them good food. I buy Kalmbach, which is a really good food. And so, you know, there's a lot of money that goes into these guys. It's not cheap. Their bags of food are like, I think, $25 a bag. And I think I go through them, depending upon the pen of chickens, like I probably buy about 12 bags a month. Which is why, like I said, it was really important for me to start free ranging them, because it's just too much. And so now that I've done that, I'm sure it'll decrease some. These are the biggest chickens I've ever seen in my life. These are not even like, I mean, they're big, but they're not even like really like supposed to be. I mean, I guess they're supposed to be big, but I've never seen any list of these being the biggest chickens ever. But these Cochin, these are called giant mottled Cochin. These are the biggest chicken. This rooster right here in front of me, this dude is huge. He is a massive chicken. He is huge. He is very tall. He is very wide. Some of these are babies. They're much younger. I mean, they're all young. None of them are laying yet. I think I need to trim their butt feathers. I think that's what people do with these birds, is they trim all the butt feathers. But they are very cool. There's a female in here. There she is over her right there. Reese saw her and she was like, oh my God. See, her head is so nice, like a bulldog. Just a big old fat wide head. See her back there? The black one, she got pecked in the face just now. She's super wide and heavy. Pretty wild. Pretty wild, man. These are some big old chickens. Very big. I love them. I didn't expect to like Cochin this much, but I love them. And they're pretty docile too. I would say even more so than the Brahmas. And these are like really good Cochin. Because I have other Cochin that are not near this good. Not even close. Anyway, well, I just thought I would update you guys about Tilikum. I know a lot of people were worried, and it just goes to show how I was talking about that this is why I don't have my dogs in kennels anymore. I don't like the effect that kennel runs have on the temperament of dogs. It's like keeping a dog in a backyard all the time. It just develops all of their instinctual behaviors like territorialness, prey drive, just aggression, just all the stuff. And I like what I'm doing with my dogs now. You know what I mean? It's much better for them psychologically. And as you can see, Tilikum is now out here doing his job. And he's actually in the back. What he does is he hides. Oh, you can't see him, my bad. He hides behind these kennels over here in the shade and some cool dirt. And he just watches, and anytime somebody comes out here, you know, he's on them like white on rice. But I'm pretty happy about it, man. All's well that ends well. So anyway, hope y'all are having a good day, and I'll talk at you later. Bye.